Hey everybody, we're going to do a really quick sort of around the world update tonight. I've got a new camera and I'm still getting used to the settings. I've actually already shot a couple of videos, got them uploaded, found out I had the settings wrong. One went at really fast speed, the other one was only half a video, so I'm not sure what I did on that one. So not a lot going on in the fish room tonight. I haven't had a chance to do anything yet. But I will say I've had my waterfall running since yesterday morning. So it is now today in the very late evening. It's after 8 o'clock already. I haven't even gotten in here and fed anybody yet. But the waterfall's been up and running for a day and a half. And we're still good to go. We're not dripping water in the back. We're not leaking water anywhere. I have actually begun cleaning up the fish room a little bit. I know it doesn't look like it. But I did have a drop cloth on the floor, and I had a bunch of tubes of caulk and old paint brushes and all kinds of stuff everywhere. So I'm in the process of getting cleaned up. You can see I've got my bag of low-budget aquarium gravel right there. I've got a bunch of rocks on the floor. I've still got all those rocks over there we haven't used yet. So they're all going to be working their way down into this tank. Don't know if that's going to happen tonight or not. The one thing I do need to happen tonight is I need to get over and do some work on my 29 miscellaneous. If you see how low the water level is, that gives you an idea of how long it's been since I've done anything over there. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but if you can see how most of the water is coming through the center of the filter, that is basically the overflow, because the filters themselves are probably so clogged up the water can't really flow through it very well. And I would suspect by now the biofilters are probably pretty clogged up too. So I'm going to need to get in there and do a little bit of rinsing and stuff. But you can also kind of see I've got all this sitting in my way. It makes getting around there, you know, to do a water change on that tank a little inconvenient. I've got to run my hose all the way around here. And then, of course, I've got these electric cords hanging down that are in the way, and so on and so forth. I'm really going to be happy when I can finally get all this stuff sorted out and put back in position where it belongs. I've also got to get back in and do some more work on my gourami tank. You can see how grungy and green that is. I don't know what happened, but after we treated it the last time, that stuff came back with a vengeance. It's actually worse now than it was before I treated it before. In some areas, not all over, but in some areas, that green has really come back with a vengeance. So once we get done treating my 125 here, you can see those bubbles flowing in the back. That's because we've got the ChemiClean aquarium treatment going on in there right now. It's been days and days and days. I really need to do a water change and put another batch in there, but again, haven't really gotten around to it. One of these days we will. I also need to get in here. You can see all of my Tiger Lotus. All the pads are basically all wrapping around each other and wrapping around themselves. They're all up floating on the surface. So I really need to get in there and trim that and do some maintenance on this tank too. And that's about all I can think of. Not a lot going on with any of my other tanks. I have talked about maybe getting some work done over here on my Black Ghost Knifefish tank. I need to get in here and do a water change. I need to get some of the glass wiped down. You can see I've got that hair algae growing all over the glass on the front. That needs to get wiped down and knocked out of there. Not a lot going on in my T-bar tank. Nothing really going on in my native tank here. Trying to get you a look at that sailfin pleco without the glare all over the tank. And I will mention on a final note here before I wrap this video up, because remember, this really is just meant to be sort of a test video to see how this new camera works. But I have had people mention in the past that it looks like they saw my bare bottom walking around in the reflection on the tanks. And I assure you, you have not ever seen my bare bottom walking around in the tanks in the reflection. It may look that way occasionally because of the pants I'm wearing, but I assure you, whenever I'm shooting videos, I'm very aware of the fact that there is glare and reflection and so on and so forth. So now, for example, it may look like that is my bare leg, but it is not. I assure you, I'm definitely wearing pants. So there you go, everybody. Probably a little more than you wanted to know, but as I always say, you never know what you're going to get with me, so make sure you're subscribed, and that way you won't miss anything. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you real soon in the next one.